What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's mild Manders. Starting a new chapter of my life today. I said I'll start documenting my life. So you will see a bit more content. And I was contemplating, why am I actually doing it? Do I want people to see me? Sure. But I actually much rather see myself in 5 years because I have a vision. I know where I want to go. I would have loved to have more content of stuff I did a few years ago. So, learn from your mistakes, I guess. Here we go. It's your boy. So I'm starting my day with a lease, and it's a shared deal, meaning I'm working on it with another agent. Luckily, the agent works at Remax, so the relationship is very good. We more or less know how we work. As I said, more or less. What I usually do is, so the landlord has to pay a commission to us, the estate agents, for finding a tenant. Let me show you how the monetary flow makes the most sense from the estate agent perspective and also for the landlord. The landlord is the person who pays, therefore we're trying to make it as convenient as possible for the landlord. So let me show you how the monetary flow should work and what happened. I'm running into some complications here because people are a little bit too motivated and they don't read the lease agreement in detail. So let me run you. So this is how the monetary flow works between all the parties. In our case here, we have the landlord. The landlord has the house, and we have the tenant. The landlord wants to find the tenant. Supposed to be magnifying glasses. However, you need to take pictures, you need to advertise, you need to have the Property 24 account, lots of communication happening in the background, and you have to conduct the physical viewings. Time is money, as we know, so the landlord is trying to save some of his private time and therefore outsources the service of finding the tenant to, in this case, me, the agent. Here is me. I basically communicate on behalf of the landlord with the tenant. Now the landlord has to pay me commission once I've found a tenant who is qualified from a monetary perspective to rent his house. So what we've done now is the tenant has signed a lease agreement. This is done. The landlord has signed the lease agreement. Everybody's happy. But where does the money go? The tenant has to pay deposit. In this case, we agreed to 4 months rent upfront. 4 times rent. The total amount, in the simplest way, without the agents being involved, would go right to the landlord. As we are in the game, we do not want the tenant to pay the landlord and then the landlord having to make an additional transaction to us. Because we are service providers, we ask the tenant to please pay the commission amount agreed upon here, to deduct it from the total rent amount and pay this amount directly to us and the rest of this amount directly to the landlord. So the tenant pays the commission directly to the agent and the rest of the balance and the deposit directly to the landlord. So the tenant has to do 2 transactions. In this case, because the tenant is represented by another agent, the agent does not know about my workflow, and the tenant was so excited to get the house. It is a beautiful house. I'll show you a few pictures. That the tenant already paid the deposit, but they paid it to us. Well, 2 times the deposit. First of all, the deposit has to land in the landlord's bank account anyways. Now he's sending it to us, meaning we have to get it back to the landlord and deduct our commission, and that. It's exactly the mess we don't want in the beginning. So I had to ask the tenant to please stop all the transactions. So now I will explain to the tenant what I explained to you guys up here. And this is the rental property I'm talking about. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space. Check this out. I made a little walkthrough video on my TikTok. I think it got like 30,000 views or 25, something in that range. And I literally did nothing. I just shut up and I walked through the house. What I'm saying is it speaks for itself. Check the views of the sky down there. Got a garage. The off-street parking is more and more important in Cape Town. I find a lot of people on the fence that say, if it doesn't have off-street parking, I don't want it. But yeah, check this out, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, found a tenant for that. So we just have to get all that paperwork concluded and get the money where it needs to be. I just got an SMS. Check this out. Been working on those people for such a long time, and I'm working on it with one of my favorite colleagues, Robin McKernan, and they are her buyers. So let me give Robin a call and see that we can get that offer out. This is what I love about the job. Robin just replied. Good morning, Robin.
How are you?
Well, I'm fabulous after that WhatsApp message.
That little message.
I have a viewing at the street today too, at 10:50.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. They better make the offer good. Okay, thanks, Robin.
Okay, bye.
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 If you want to buy a property, you put an offer to purchase forward. In that offer to purchase, you say, I want to pay amount X for your property, and then the seller decides, okay, this is more or less what I want or not. So this property in particular is asking 6 million rand. Let's see, just getting emails here as we speak, if the sellers will accept it. It took me a 13 or 14 page PowerPoint presentation and lots of data to explain to them why we should list at 6 million. And it was, the agreement actually was that we have little to no space to negotiate with potential buyers. So let's see how this baby here turns out. I'll give you a few pictures of the house that is for sale, for which the offer came through. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, this is the baby I'm working for. Hello, my angel.
Check the view, guys, man. I'm late. Appointment is at 10:02, I believe. Yeah, one of our officers. Remax, baby. Pull in, this is where the property is located. Oranje Zicht, Labonea Street, number 15. Seems like my colleague waiting.
Get about to dog.
Sure.
Come with the house. Very excited. Unfortunately not.
So follow me around. This is the house we are expecting an offer for. Nice outside area. Need to see it on a good day. The asking price for this one is 6 million. Let's hope that the offer comes in as close to the 6 mil as possible. Crossing fingers. Okay, we wrapped up the viewings. As you can see, the one that we are expecting an offer for is a lovely place. So is the other one. I had to cut the filming. Didn't seem like the clients and my colleague there were too happy to be on camera, and I obviously didn't want to take away from the actual viewing. Viewing went well. The owners have 2 little Yorkies and they are barking the whole time. So the moment I pick up the doggy and I carry her around, she's quiet, so my hands were occupied. I'll check you guys in the office. Actually, it's 11:30. I'm starving. I need a bite. Any ideas? Where to go? I actually forgot for a millisecond I have breakfast vouchers for the Shift Espresso bar in town. I rented an Airbnb there. It's got these. Never used them. So let's grab a bite, go into some pre-editing and reply to a few requests I had for my other rental in town. Yo, I need to clean this mess of a car. Okay, that was the morning, more or less, 12:30. Going back to the office. So while I'm on my way back to the home office, Robin just sent the offer to purchase to the buyers. Cross fingers, cross fingers. Hello, my angel. Hello, my baby girl. Hello, my baby. You okay? Come on, baby. I love this little dog so much. And here we are back in the office. Put on some casual clothes. Made myself a new coffee here. And I wanted to canvas. But in the meantime, two things happened. One is when you sell a property, you need to get your FICA compliance, meaning you need to. FICA is the Financial Intelligence Center Act. So we as real estate agents, as an entity in the process of the sales and rentals, have to provide certain documents from the sellers and the buyers, or the landlords and the tenants, and have them all prepped. Make sure that the transactions are not suspicious. So for example, the Zumas can take money and money launder. So the government said, okay, you got some responsibility here because you are the first point of contact when it comes to money laundering, right? People approach us, say, hey, we have cash money, we want to buy 5 houses for 50 million rand each, and then boof, turns out it's money laundering. Something like that happened a few years ago, I believe, in the Clifton area. Things got picked up down the road, but yeah, I believe the agents were in big trouble. Maybe somebody can fact check, it was just word on the streets. The other thing that happened is I just got a WhatsApp this morning. Actually, I thought it's an inquiry for one of my smaller rentals. Turns out it's a landlord who said, Miles, I like what you do there. I've seen what you're doing, and I have 2 properties that I want tenants for. Maybe you can help me. So he sent me the listings. He's apparently overseas at the moment, so I can't get access. But extra stock. I'll never say no to that. Let's have a look at the video together, shall we? Maybe you want to rent yourself. Okay, this is the communication that we got here. Got the inquiry. And here the gentleman says that he actually has properties. I said, okay, cool, send it over. And that was it, basically. So now I will go through the pictures with you. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so video. Oh, nice ground floor apartment. Okay. Okay, she's walking her, so let's speed it up. Okay, first of all, this doesn't happen often, that you have somebody reach out to you, say, look, I got 4 units, please find me tenants. That's not very common. The other thing, it's rentals. where I'm working with my agency, I can do rentals and sales. Of course, sales bring you more money eventually if you get the property sold. And we've seen that this morning. I actively actually prefer doing the sales. Why do I still do rentals? The admin is huge. The return that you get, I mean, compared to working in a call center, which is where I was 2.5 years ago, it's still very, very good money. But the revenue, focusing on sales only, is higher. Why am I still focusing on rentals? I'm keeping myself busy. The season is not super duper active. Smaller rentals I would refer, and I don't have anything. I'm not spending money. I'll take those pictures now. I'll spread it in my network. I put it on social media. I forward it to a few of my colleagues that I know are working with people that are looking for places. You guys, while watching me, might say, oh, I know somebody who's looking for that 2-bedroom apartment. It's a perfect fit. You reach out to me, done. As a fisherman, I prefer to have multiple baits in the water and see what bites. And that's basically the whole thing that I'm doing here. Sometimes you have rentals, people walk in and say, look, I actually would like to buy this rather. And then, you can work that out. So I technically got 3 new apartments for rent today, 1 room. So I got new rental stock of what is that? 75,000 Rand one day. Poof. And I got the pictures. I don't have to do all of that stuff. So let me get into the nitty gritty, compile all those apartments, write down the most essential parts of it. If it comes with a parking, square meterage, this and that, and send it to my network and see what happens. I'm also still waiting for Robin to send me the offer to purchase. I know she forwarded it to the buyers. That's for the Prince Street house where we had the walkthrough video earlier. I also followed up with the buyer who viewed the other house of mine in Oraniensicht that I'm currently selling, who said that she was interested yesterday. She didn't get back to me after I followed up. Usually that's a good sign because they're contemplating. If they're not interested at all, people are not scared to say no. I love pushing people until they say no, because at least I have some certainty. What people love to do with salespeople, that's what I am in a nutshell. I'm a salesperson, even though I'm also a service provider, but there's a balance. They like to promise you stuff and then don't keep it. No, I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch. And then you waste your time. I'd rather chase down the know that I'm not supposed to waste my time there. That relationship is over. Not the relationship is over, but you get what I'm saying. That deal is not happening. So let me rather invest my time into something else. Yeah. I'm getting used to looking into a camera, and this is only day 1. Let me compile those apartments and send them out. This is my setup, by the way. Having a good day here, guys. I'm glad I can share.